Hey guys, welcome to Game Back. Today we're going to have a video, and today we'll be covering another topic here, how to outplay the meta. So here we are at the start of Season 3 of Cold War integration to Modern Warfare's Warzone. And really, as I covered in the video yesterday, there really is no established meta. However, the AMAX does definitely reign supreme. But right now, we're definitely in the best variety of weaponry. You can use anything, and I'm really seeing anything. I'm going to really compare this to, I think, the top competitor right now is the AMAX. However, it doesn't really outclass anything. But here, you're going to see a really nice dual gameplay win that I'm going to walk you through using weapons that you'll typically see really nobody use. And really what we're doing is outplaying the kind of the top, I would say 10 to 12 weaponry that you can really use right now that are viable in Warzone with weapons that you typically wouldn't see people run. So I'm going to walk you through this. Really how to tactically outplay your opponent is what this video is about. So let's go ahead and back out. I'll show you the weaponry that we're going to be running for this gameplay, and then we'll jump in and I'll walk you through the win that we're going to have here. So first off, the build that I'm going to be running here, I'll show you the primary and the secondary. That being, I'm running the Fin LMG. So if we strip this thing down, Fin LMG doesn't have a headshot multiplier. It's a pretty average or low tier weapon, I would say, overall. However, now that they did fix the adverse barrels, it can definitely be used very, very effectively in Warzone. So we're going to be running the monolithic suppressor for the sound suppression damage at range, and we'll stay off the minimap there, obviously. Cons being ADS speed and the aim walking steadiness, so we'll select that. Now the barrel here is always key. I've actually been playing around with just the base barrel and not changing anything, and I really do like it. However, now that they fixed the adverse barrels, I wanted to bring this thing back out and try it again. I think this is a really, really underutilized weapon in the game right now. And with the adverse barrels, you increase your rate of fire, I believe, from around 550 to somewhere around 850 to 900 rounds per minute. I want to say it's closer to 850 rounds per minute. But the pros here you get is the damage at range, the bullet velocity, and the fire rate increase. The cons being the recoil control, aim down sight speed, and the movement speed. Now the long shot, you have the adverse and the advantage. The advantage and the long shots are both the longest barrels per slot. However, the adverse is where the gas block is tuned up, so you get that higher rate of fire. So we'll go ahead and select the long shot adverse for that increased rate of fire and accuracy at range. We'll skip on the laser. Typically in the past, I've always run the tac laser on this because it's mounted on the right-hand side. It looks pretty nice, but with this build, especially with the secondary, we don't really need that. The OPTIC, I'm going to be running the integral hybrid or the Leopold hammer, so we'll get that 3.25 with that top-mounted delta sight there. The only con there is the ADS speed, but again, we're using this as a machine gun. Should be used. We're not trying to run a gun with this, so that doesn't really matter in this scenario, especially because we're running a nice secondary with this. So we'll go ahead and select that. Stock option we'll go ahead and skip, as well as the perk. And the ammunition, you come with a base of the 75 by the 5.56 by 45 NATO 75 round box mag there. So we'll go ahead, or the belt I should say, we'll go ahead and actually, instead of going with any of the case telescopic rounds, we're going to go with the 100 round belt of the 5.56 by 45. So we'll increase the round capacity by 25, as well as cons here are going to be the aim down sight speed and the movement speed, but again, we're not really concerned with that since we have the very high rate of fire with this barrel. We're going to want that 100 round belt. So we'll go ahead and select that, and then you can see, I'm not sure, I was thinking, I want to say it's probably M855A1 or 995, not sure. Some of the other belts for the machine guns tell you what type of 5.56 round it is. I think for the Bruin, it tells you it's M855A1, but we don't have any indication on this one, unfortunately. Underbarrel attachment, we're going to run the Ranger foregrip. So typically with this weapon, you can run just the commando and get away with it because it automatically has a recoil system in there, which compensates for the recoil very heavily. So in real life, this weapon has really no recoil. But because of the high rate of fire, we're going to want a Ranger foregrip. Just give us a little bit more of that vertical control, as well as we get the stability there. The cons, ADS speed, and the aim walking movement speed. So this is our Fin LMG. In real life, this is the Knights Armament Company light assault machine gun, or the modernized Stoner, as it is also known. So this is what we're going to be running for our primary. And then one really cool thing here, I've covered this weapon in the past. I'll try to throw the Warzone specific videos that I've done down below in this if you want to watch those. For the reticle, we're going to run the Heroic. So we get the T-pose for the 3.25 zoom, and then we get that yellow circular reticle on the top mounted delta point. Just allows me to be more accurate with the magnified zoom. And then for close quarters, we have a nice nice big reticle there to allow me to make sure I'm on target pretty easily. So we'll go ahead and select that. That's our Finn LMG. Next up, we're going to be running a P90. So I pretty much showed this exact same build in my Shadow Company video from the other day for Shadow Company operators and loadouts. I'll link that down below as well. So for this one, we're going to be running the P90 with this particular blueprint, the Steigen, I believe it's pronounced. For the muzzle, we're going to want, again, the monolithic suppressor, same pros and cons we went over. The barrel option, we want that Forge Attack Retribution because this is going to be the longest barrel, and it makes it very, very accurate, even at these medium ranges. So we get the damage at range, bullet velocity, and the recoil control. The cons being the ADS speed and the movement speed. Next up, because this is kind of our close quarters on-sling weapon here, we're going to want the 5 milliwatt laser in case I need a hip fire. So that'll give me the hip fire accuracy and the sprint to fire speed. Cons, the laser visible to enemies only when I'm kind of idly walking. If I'm sprinting or anything or ADSing, it won't be visible, so we'll select that. Next up, for the rear grip, we're going to run the stipple grip tape for the ADS speed and the sprint to fire speed. Cons are the aiming stability. And then underbarrel attachment, I'm going to be running the stipple grip tape for the recoil control and the aiming stability. And the cons being the aim walking movement speed and the aim down sight speed. So we'll select that. That is our P90, our FM P90. You can see it just looks awesome, especially with that tactical laser, the 5 milliwatt laser mounted there on the right-hand side rail, right above on the where the carrying handle is there. Really nice looking weapon. So that's what we're running here in the gameplay. You'll see I'm running double time, overkill, and amped. And then for my ghost class, I actually switched to tune-up because you can revive teammates and yourself faster. However, I never really needed to use that, I don't think, but you can see here, go with the Finn LAMG, or the Knights Armor Company LAMG, or the Finn LMG. Let's go ahead now, and we'll jump into the gameplay here, and I'll walk you guys through this win with these weapons and show you how to go through some really good tactics here to outplay your opponents. So let's go ahead now, and we'll get right into it. So here we go. Just starting off, we landed in port, and you can see here we already got our weapons. We loaded up pretty quickly, and we had just gotten our loadouts, and someone actually landed here on my orange marker on this building. So a team of 2 just came in here, apparently. And Kaz is going to go ahead and engage one and go ahead and down him. So I see where he's located and where he's engaging. We have a UAV up. I'm going to do a flank, and you can see this guy had no idea where I was coming from there. And all his focus was, or his attention was focused on Kaz while I just did a really nice flank. So that's a tactic, positioning, moving. Now, again, fast forward just a little bit. Kaz, another team just landed over here, and Kaz engaged and just killed one. So I'm going to hold high ground, and you can see here, I'm going to call him out and hold suppressive fire on that guy, which caused him to run with that Finn LMG, and Kaz is able to chase him down and get him easily there. And that just shows just that suppression from the Finn just really kind of freaked that guy out, and he ran, and Kaz was able to get right on him when I called him out and get the kill there. So that was a nice team wipe. Now, a little bit further, I'm going to get up in this crane. This team over here just used this buy station, and you can see they're there. So I'm going to mount this Finn, and you can see with that heavy rate of fire, I'm just going to dump. I have a 100-round belt. I'm going to dump right where they're running. I'm able to down that guy. Unfortunately, he's able to crawl behind that kind of plant base there where that tree's planted in, and I can't get the finish on him or his buddy. And I don't have an airstrike, so Kaz is going to get an airstrike right now. However, too little, too late. He's able to get rezzed, and they both end up getting away from me. That's our bounty there, unfortunately. But fast forward again a little bit here. We had just gotten our ghost loadout, or we're going to our ghost loadout, I should say. And some loadouts landed right here on our orange mark. And we just got an indication on the UAV that there's someone dropping in. So here what we're going to do is run back, because we marked kind of in the whereabouts where this loadout was. You can see there he is, and we both just on him super quickly. And that Finn, just the high rate of fire is amazing. You're going to see it again here. We got our ghost loadout. We're moving over to this crane. Kaz is in the warehouse. And we got the indication that, again, somebody had just dropped in. So we're checking heartbeats. We don't see anybody. I'm going to pick up that bounty. And then I'm going to come down here and get this box. And then right there's a buy. So here you can see I get him on target. By the time I mount and I'm able to take off, I think he probably only had 2 plates. But again, just how fast the time to kill is with that adverse barrel. I'm able to mount that thing and just get very accurately on target in situations like that. Now here I see our bounty parachuting across from the crane, and just as I'm about to open fire, I get sniped from over by prison. So unfortunately, I was about to let loose. I had a res, and then what we need to do is position and move here, because I'm going to be looking for these guys, you can see, and they're going to hit that buy and go through the open field towards gas station to my left there. So What we need to do is get back over to this orange mark, which is one of the warehouse buildings that we like to hold on to. We're going to move over there, and right now Kaz is already getting up on the roof, and you can see my bounty. Kaz right there is engaging this guy. I'm right behind him, and we are able to finish that guy. And there's one more guy that Kaz is calling out and thinking he's on the roof. So while Kaz is close, I'm assuming that this guy's focus is solely on Kaz right here. And this is a long, slow play. I cut this one up a little bit, but good tactics here. I'm going to go over and get a self-res. Kaz thinks this guy's on the roof, which he very well may have been at that point. And I'm debating dropping this airstrike. So I drop it, and I think at this point, though, he had already jumped down. As you'll see, I'm going to get engaged here in a second. Right here, so he's already in the warehouse or the storage area, I guess. And I thought I had a grenade there. I had a landmine, so it didn't help me. But I'm able to get out of that situation, flank around, and you can see, again, Kaz is going to hold the high ground there. I'm going to get an angle by moving on the highway, so we kind of have him pinched. And right there, we're able to draw him out. I draw him right towards Kaz, and Kaz has the perfect angle to kill him. And we get that team wipe there. So just by positioning yourself, outplaying opponents like that, people really don't expect you to reposition this game. A lot of people kind of want to just go straight at you with gunfights. So by repositioning, you can really throw off opponents if they don't know. They're going to think you are where they last saw you. And right there, again, you can see, unfortunately, another poor player dropped in, and we took advantage of that. Just with that suppressive fire with the fin and Kaz with the growl, we're able to destroy him. So right there, I have 2 kills at this point, a lot of assist points, and Kaz has, I think, 7 kills right here. So this is a very good engagement. Kaz noticed a guy going to the buy, so there's a team of 2 there, and I don't know how this guy saw me as I'm trying to just get in a position to get this LMG up and running and get suppressive fire when I need to. So I'm going to reposition here. Kaz is trying to just get some shots on this guy to down him, and I'm not sure what weapon this guy has, but he's breaking me very, very quickly. Maybe an AMAX, most likely. And again, right here, I'm just trying to peek, get an idea of where they are. Kaz is able to down the guy, and then drops that airstrike. You can see the other guy's going to run, get out of the way, obviously. And so Kaz gets the kill with the airstrike. Now Kaz is going to push, and this is perfect. I'm going to hold position. I have the LMG. I'm going to just let that thing rip, as all his attention is going to be focused on Kaz. And with that fast rate of fire, I'm able to get it. So I'm able to get to the gas there and get a advanced up so we can see wherever the last teams are on this map. You can see there's 3 other teams besides us. We got at least 1 person per team on the UAV. And right there, Kaz gets engaged by this team in the house, and they destroy him quick. I think that was probably an AMAX as well, mounted there in the window. As Kaz is going for the team down below. Now I drop this cluster and get suppressive fire, and watch this here. Never had this happen before. I got both of them with the cluster, and I don't know if they got outside the house or where they were in the house that happened, but I downed and killed both of the members of the team and got the team wipe there. So now again, we know this team's down here, so we're going to push. You can see the P90 there with the iron sights, very, very effective. However, I'm going to be putting an optic on this going forward just because it's a little hard to track with the recoil on the iron sights. And then Kaz gets down. This is the guy that was ghosted. We didn't see him earlier on the advanced UAV. So I'm going to light him up, break him with the fin or the LAMG, and then push him with the P90. I catch him reloading here, and thank God I downed him when I did, because that was my very last bullet, and I had just died about 3 games in a row to opponents when I ran out of ammo. So thank God I got him. Last minute, I'm unable to save Kaz. It's 1v1 now. I know that last guy was over on my blue marker right there. You can see the blue marker. I saw him on the advanced UAV, so I know what direction he's going to be coming from. So here I'm going to try and rotate left, get some high ground here, and there he is on the rock there. I didn't see him at first, and Kaz called him out for me, and then I'm going to drop that airstrike on him and go ahead and move in. And the airstrike again right here is going to kill and down this guy. So I got 3 of my overall 8 kills with airstrikes and clusters there, which is just awesome. Great game there. We ended up both having 8 kills apiece there when we look at the damage at the end. Now I'm going to go ahead and link Kaz's channel down below. Kaz recently just started a YouTube channel, so he's got some really good gameplay over there as well. He's definitely a very good player. Go ahead and check him out. I'll link that channel, like I said, down below in the description. And he's done some pretty interesting videos down below over there on the channel of some different weapons and gameplay styles there. So go ahead and be sure to check him out. And again, I'll drop that link down below. Really good game. Like I said, there's really no established meta. I'd say there's about 12 or more weapons that are very viable at this point in the game here in Season 3. Raven really did an awesome job at Season 3 launch, fixing these weapons. Everything's in a really great state, but this is really how to utilize these very, very off meta weapons that you never really see, and use them with effective tactics to win the game. So let me know down below what you guys think of this. This is the Thin LMG, or the Knights Armor Company LAMG, and the P90 there for a really nice 16 kill duo win there. Let me know down below what you guys think. This is Buffner Gaming, out.